Good morning everyone, and it's a cold morning, 0 degrees, no snow yet fortunately. They promised it, but let's hope it doesn't arrive. I hate that stuff. I know where my friend is, there is snow there, so not very nice all round. Anyhow, let me show you another lamp I've found on that shelf, and I've still got quite a few to put up. This is an Osram Dekolux. I can't trace that name in my little Osram book from Germany, but it's nevertheless interesting. Now, I put a similar lamp up to this yesterday, and I've compared the two. This one is perhaps slightly longer, but it is slightly, and I say slightly, not as fat as the other one. So I leave that to you. As I say, it's a bit of, I would say they are both of the same era, possibly the 1970s. Now, what is interesting about this one, and something I've spoken about, I understand this only happened in Western Germany, when there was two, East and West. In the East it wasn't mentioned. I think they just assumed that lamps were in fact coil. In England we call them coil, which is the filament is coiled once and then coiled again. Well, here I can show you, this is obviously a coil lamp, but I'll show you the edge. Get it clear so you can see it. I think you can see that. It's not too, oh, it's clearer now. Now it's got Dekolux, Osram, and after the Osram you've got a D. Now that D refers to this. Looking at my little book, look at the last note down there. It simply says in English a double coil or Doppelwendel-Leuchtkorper, and I think that means filament. If I'm wrong, no, someone will tell me. Osram D Lampen. They don't have the D on them now, but in this era they did. And I can show you the page, or this book. It's one I picked, well, I've got years and years ago. There's the outside, there's the date on there, 1970. So this, I think, would have dated these lamps. But the name Dekolux doesn't appear in this little book. I don't know why, but it doesn't. It's a handy little book actually. I use it all the time. It's got various lamps, many of the past. Not a mention of LED, surprisingly. They weren't even invented then. So anyhow, I'll go back to the lamp, have a look at it. There's the actual lamp itself. For some unknown reason we all seem to use our hands to show things. I suppose traditional. Let's move the box. Now, the box is virtually the same on every face, but this one does show Dekolux. The end is obviously Osram 100, made in Germany. Same the other side. So, yep, there's the box. There's the lamp, which I say it's slightly or fractionally longer than that other lamp, but it is not quite as fat, but it's very, very close. Yeah, have a look inside. You've got the typical filament, coil, as that D signifies. You've got the cap with that space between the in there, which that tends to age it, I think. You've got a space there. The centre insulating vitrite, if you like, is, when I put the light on, I'll show you, is once again translucent, as was the other one. And as I said, pretty sure this one and the last one we saw is of the same era. Fusing again on one of the lines in, a glass sleeved, the fuse wire in it, and the silvered half globe, which once again this would have been for indirect lighting, the metal part acting as a reflector upwards and also blots out the filament. So there we are. I'll show it a light. I will show it a light. I won't put it on full power. Now that's a light now. This way you can see the actual filament. If I put it any brighter, it'll just be a blurred image. So there's the lamp of light. Well, I can put it up a bit more. It's starting to get blurred now. And let's face it, that is about 130, yeah, about 130 volts on it. Drop it down a bit, you'll see the filament. Anyhow, any questions, ask. Like I said, if I don't know the answer, my friend probably does. So there's the bulb, Dekolux, and I think it's possibly from around the 1970s. But once again, I don't know for sure. There is, by the way, I'd never mentioned it. Yep, on the edge, to liven up a bit. Come on camera, sometime today. It's playing silly so-and-sos. Let's put it down like that. That's what we're looking at. That AEY, that is the date code of the lamp. And I think from that my friend will be able to tell the age of this lamp. AEY. I think I mentioned it's 100 watts at 220, 235. This is the typical German designation. They used 235, which is rather interesting. Anyhow, thanks again for watching. Any comments please make. This is the first video I've today. Don't know what else I'll put up. Something interesting, I hope. So anyhow, let's see how we get on. Anyway, thanks a lot, and as I say, any questions please ask, and we will be able to hopefully get back to you. Thanks again. Thank you.